And all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. The action has already started. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Olise gets it away. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, a lot has been said, Peter, about this guy, Julian Alvarez. I remember him from his breakout performance back in 2020 in the group stages of Latin America's greatest club competition, where I'm pretty sure I remember he got 5 goals and an assist. Now, back then, I saw him as a very versatile forward who can play anywhere across the line, so this is a great guy to have in your squad.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Bellingham. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Mbappe providing an outlet on... He's got the shot away! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Osimhen. And it's Dembele. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Dembele. And he was quick to react. Oh, good-looking ball.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Olise. Nicely weighted ball. Dembele. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Olise. Dembele.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
In with the challenge. Dembele. Can he spark a counter here? Dembele. Vietnam applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Interesting ball. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. And here's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah! Well, that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. He's had a hit! Corner number 2 then. Van Dijk tries to clear. And it's Van Dijk. He's looking... Chance! Mbappe finds himself offside. He could be in here. Decent hit! Van Dijk. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Bellingham. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Dembele couldn't quite squeeze that one through, and the pass is intercepted. He can run onto that. Dyer, and the counter is on. Always onto this. He's through, now is he in? Can he finish? Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, he's been caught napping. So, third corner of the game. Mohamed Salah with the short one. And it's going to be another corner. So, their fourth corner of the game. Alvarez plays it short. And the finish! Rodri can get it clear. Olise. Dembele. Bellingham. Alvarez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Dembele. Olise. And the first half is done.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance. They're not at it.
And just a quick reminder today to please drink responsibly. Anyone appearing intoxicated or behaving in an inappropriate manner will be removed. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Here we go again.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Dyer. Strokes it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Mbappe. Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Osimhen. He's onside, and the shot! Mohamed Salah. It's Bellingham. Could move up a gear here. Alvarez. Rodri. Olise. Now it's Dembele. That looks a cracking ball. Has a goal! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And the lead is 3! It is surely done! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious, and all but unstoppable.
A case now of complete control. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
71,898.
Mbappe! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Dembele. Vietnam are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Alvarez. Looking for a corner. They're up to 5 corners now. Alvarez goes short. And he's made sure that's not getting through. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Van Dijk. Bellingham. Mbappe! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, that looks a good ball through. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. And that's been won straight back.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I think it'll be interesting, Peter, to see what challenge the opposition now bring to Araujo.
Oh, shooting chance! That's going to go a long way. Camavinga. Looking tidy in possession here. And he's there to belt it away. Ferran Torres producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Mbappe. And here's Haaland. Now it's Ferran Torres. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a few...
Ferran Torres! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Vietnam certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Alvarez. Camavinga. And he's picked out the run. Real chance! Well, now it's a race for the... Oh, it's fallen kindly here! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
So we're still where we started right now. There's the crossfield ball. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Olise for Ferran Torres. Eric Garcia does really well to win the ball there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Nice sequence of passes, this. Alvarez. Mbappe. Oblak will lay claim to that. Now it's Mbappe. Olise. Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres! Oh, that is really good tenacity.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. He can run onto that. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Olise. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Important interception. Camavinga. Oh, good spread. This is promising. Look at the space here. Mbappe threads one in. He has found the way through. And he's had it nicked away. Osimhen had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Well, nicely intercepted. And now the breakaway. Ferran Torres. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Hakimi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Osimhen.
Osimhen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Dyer, that's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Osimhen aimed in towards the... Oh, what a climb! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And that's really well manoeuvred. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Vietnam are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Rodri. Ferran Torres. He's found a way through. And it's played in. Climbs up big! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
That is a brilliant interception. Oh, this looks sharp. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Oh, well played. Alvarez powering forward here.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Haaland. And he can clear it away. Referee's given a throw.
Substitution on the field, number 21, Ferran Torres. Number 14, Olise. Number
good read.
16,
That was well played,
Rodri.
well stopped.
Number 3,
Vietnam
Van Dijk.
merit full marks for their
Number
attitude
13,
and application in trying to win this.
Ronaldo.
It means an
Number
awful lot,
20,
obviously.
Erling Haaland.
Hakimi
Coming on the
does well
field,
to get it back.
Number 6, Trincao. Number 22,
And here's Alvarez.
Gabriel.
Now there's a fine ball.
Chouameni.
It's really well
Number
cleared.
95, Alessandro Bastoni. Number 11,
Marquinhos.
Stones. Number 19, Alvarez.
Ferran
Substitutions
Torres.
taking place.
Well, that's well spotted. Kimmich. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, well played, well played. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Foot in. Van Dijk gets it away. Mbappe. Chouameni. Stones. Oh, easy pickings there. He's picked his way through. Now, can he find a fit? Ferran Torres! It's oh, he's been caught on it here. Hits one. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now that is commitment to the cause.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
And he was alert to it. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained
Hello,
buoyant,
everybody,
and we just need the
please join
scoreline
me in wishing
to
a
step into
happy
line.
wedding anniversary for one of our fan club
So a
members.
short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes. So our quest to find the winner continues.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Stones makes the interception. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ferran Torres. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive. That's great positioning, so good from him.
Trincao. Osimhen, big chance! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Kimmich. Now it's Morata. And that could set him on his way. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Kimmich. He's had a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Kimmich deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Hernandez. Tchouaméni. Always onto this. And he's cut it out.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Van Dijk gets it away. Half-time, extra time.
We would like to inform you that CCTV
Well, we're still
is now
where
in
we
operation
started,
for
despite the
your
best
safety.
efforts of both parties. A game that has been at times exciting, often frustrating, unbearably tense. And the next 15 minutes will be the last chance for somebody to win it.
Substitution in progress.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? 105 minutes of football and it is still goalless. It is going to come down to one moment. Tchouaméni.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He could be in here. Brilliantly cut out.
Vietnam really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Over to the left. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Morata. Olise. Osimhen is wide and looking to get onto this. Nuno Mendes. Morata looks to get on the end of this. Marquinhos. Bastoni gets across to intercept that.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Has a goal! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Engages and forces him off the ball. And the counter is on. And that's it. Nothing to separate them. It is penalties.
Well, energy levels and stamina were great during extra time, and the emphasis was very much on trying to win it.
And a quick reminder
Okay,
today that
get
parking
set.
in the area
We
around
have
the stadium
penalties.
is strictly forbidden. Please use parking provided by the club or any other paid parking facilities in the area.
Alvarez shoulders the responsibility of the first kick. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
Ferran Torres next in line, and here he is.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
So this one to restore parity.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
Morata is second man up.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times, never looked like missing.
This then to level matters. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
This to double their advantage. And they're two up. Vietnam at the point of no return. And stuck away with ice in his veins.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Olise just needs to keep his nerve here. That's won it! So in the end, they just about prevailed. All the emotional torture and travails, worth it. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
Hello,
clear
everybody,
evening.
and welcome
The
to
conditions
today's
contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And as you can see, we've already started here. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Ashraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much...
Up he goes! Harmlessly behind. Rodri. And it's Van Dijk. Olise. And he's intervened well there. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, easy pickings there. Dyer. Camavinga. Mohamed Salah showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Araujo calmly anticipates. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Alvarez. Olise. Dyer. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And he's heaved it away. Olise. Dembele. That's tidy. Mendes clears it away. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. That's good defensive concentration.
And that has left him in a heap. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
He's hit. There's the hit! Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, that's well spotted. Neither side yet able to find the net. Osimhen. There's the header. Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Osimhen, can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Eric Garcia. Oh, can he get onto this?
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Ferran Torres. Oh, that's a fine interception. And it's Dembele. Lovely feet. Camavinga. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Camavinga running with the ball. Dembele. Olise. Osimhen. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Olise. Well, there's the clearance. Vietnam have got it back and they'll have another go. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Mendes, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Olise! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Could be danger here. That's a throw. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cleared without hesitation. Mbappe, he can run onto that. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. Still waiting for this to take off, it's goalless at half-time. And we're off again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Alvarez. Mbappe. Oh, good read. Olise. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Osimhen. No way through, so back it comes. Alvarez.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Araujo. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Just eases him off the ball. Dyer. That is good alertness. Ball's gone out of play. Camavinga. Over to the left. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, that's a key interception. That's a good ball out wide. Olise. And the pass is intercepted. Alvarez. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well, that's well seen too.
306.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Pass is just off target. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Van Dijk cuts it out. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Works it forward. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Hakimi. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Mbappe. Alvarez. Floated through. Hakimi. Just about up to 75 minutes. Araujo promptly onto that, and that is that. Alvarez to Dyer. Rodri wins the duel this time. Oh, beautifully shaped ball.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Nicely spread. Played back in. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
No, that's been intercepted.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Alvarez really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Now it's Ferran Torres. That pass has been well intercepted.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here.
Chance! Oh, yes, it's there! Save the best for last!
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Substitution on the field, number 19.
So,
Alvarez.
time for changes on
Number
both sides,
13,
actually.
Ronald
Vietnam
Araujo.
take the lead.
Number
Now
3,
it's just a question of
Van
holding
Dijk.
on.
Well, look,
Number
Peter, I
16,
feel I've got to stress that there's
Rodri.
still time for another, so
Number
we can't be
14,
too presumptuous yet.
Olise.
Bellingham
Number
does really well to
15,
win the ball there.
Dembele.
That's just playing it
Coming on
safe
the field,
and simple.
Number 2, Marquinhos.
Ferran
Number
Torres.
95, Alejandro Bastoni.
Well, he got rid because he was
Number
under pressure.
11, Stones.
And that will be the final act. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Fellow attendees, this is a lost
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I suppose they might admit to not having the best 90
minutes.
minutes of possession with the ball, but they were harried continually by a team that seemed to want it that bit more.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here,
Hello,
a
everybody,
clear
and
night,
welcome
all
to
the
today's
ingredients
match.
for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Great chance! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. Araujo shifted upfield. And that is as far as they're going to go. Well timed, excellent interception. Ferran Torres. Looking tidy in possession here. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And here's Mohamed Salah. And here's Mbappe. And here's Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Mbappe is fouled. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Osimhen absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Osimhen. Oh, that was vital. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Good steal, he just read it. Araujo, it's an inviting looking ball that. Mohamed Salah. Vietnam upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quick.
He's had a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
No way through. Camavinga. Alvarez. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nuno Mendes. Gets his pass away. Oh, he's through the middle. Face to... Can he finish? He scored! They are right back in business.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Vietnam grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Camavinga. Shot could... And the shot! And it's in! And they get themselves in front! Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that could set him on his way. He's shifting through the gears here. Tries a shot! It's in! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. That was a given. It always was.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
He's played him through. Osimhen hops him off it and wins back the ball.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And here's Osimhen. Mbappe gets into some space. This possibly the last play of the half. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, easy pickings there. And the first half is done.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. No reported change to either side during the break. Oh, that is... Mbappe! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Alvarez goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's been shifted off it. Dyer. Alvarez, who's set up 1 goal so far. He's got away. It's Salah! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. All Black looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Oh, brilliant stop from All Black! Played towards the other side. Vietnam are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Mbappe. Now this Haaland! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Quality ball.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Mohamed Salah. And he cuts out the supply. Rodri. And Hakimi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Alvarez. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Alvarez. And it's Dyer. Camavinga. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. The pass has gone astray. And here's Alvarez. Played out to the right. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And again! And he hits the net! And they are right back within touch!
Vietnam clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Substitution on the field, number 19.
So, time for changes on both sides,
Number
actually.
21,
So, is this the start of a comeback?
Number 20, Erling
Vinicius
Haaland.
Junior has been
Number
caught there, it's a
13,
foul.
Ronald
No
Araujo.
joy this time.
Number 3,
Chouameni,
Van Dijk.
now
Number
Mbappe.
16,
Almost
Rodri.
75 minutes on the
Coming
clock now.
field, number
And here's
14,
Dembele.
Olise. Number
Kimmich.
15, Dembele. Number 7,
Nice bit of
Cristiano
trickery.
Ronaldo.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Number 11, Stones.
Oh, he's enjoyed that.
Number
He
95,
evidently loves the contest.
Stone. Number 5, Chouameni. Substitution in progress.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Vinicius Junior was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Traoré passes short and sharp. Strokes it back. He's chosen to go back. Vietnam have their second corner now. Vinicius Junior is there and he can get that clear. Vietnam have their third corner. He rises! Went with his head but couldn't steer it in. Tchouaméni. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Ferran Torres. Morata. It's Vinicius Junior.
Minute has been indicated.
Marquinhos. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Not got that quite right. Hakimi, forwards and with intent. Time added on, 4 minutes. Aims beyond the defence.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And the referee brings it to a close. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers.
Please be reminded
Your
that
final
drinking
thoughts,
is
Jim?
only allowed
I think
in
we
the
just
areas
saw a
shown on this
team
map. Thank
winning
you very much
by
for your
playing to their
cooperation.
strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
Hello,
clear
everybody,
evening.
and welcome
The
to
conditions
today's
contributing
match.
to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Mohamed Salah with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength, the sort of desire we hope will spread.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary about...
Alvarez! And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That is a brilliant interception. Danger averted for now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Camavinga. Rodri with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Olise. Now it's Osimhen.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Vinicius Junior! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Hernandez going full tilt down the left. Corner number 2 then. Terrific header! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Vietnam clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Mbappe clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Dyer. Still goalless. And no, that was never going to make it. Rodri. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Alvarez. Camavinga. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now the finish! Olise. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Interesting ball. That's an excellent interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Camavinga. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Vinicius Junior. Distributed tidily. A lot of space ahead of him. He's had a hit! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Araujo. Mbappe. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Passing nice and neat. Alvarez! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Mbappe is there. Vinicius Junior! So their fourth corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Mbappe.
There will be 1 minute
Osimhen.
at a time.
Mbappe. Vinicius. Real chance! And it's a goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Osimhen. Goalkeeper's ball. Osimhen gets flagged offside. Oh, a delicate chip through. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Olise! They've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Mbappe has it in a wide position. And that's been drilled in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mendes getting this one clear. Vinicius Junior. Rodri. That's good running with the ball. Vinicius Junior. Oh, nice touch. Firmly met. Oh, what a ball! And they win it back again.
The attendance for this
Vietnam
match
are
was
looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
It's a good run down the right. Mbappe! They've won a corner.
Substitution on the field.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Olise. Coming on the
Oh,
field.
what a collide!
Number 5.
Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vinicius Junior, given the lift of his goal. Driving forward. Mbappe! Goes in for the header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, great hit! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Vinicius Junior. Osimhen. And he's there to get it away. Nicked it back promptly. Olise, and the counter is on.
Vietnam have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And here's Mbappe. Well, they could break here. And through to the goalkeeper. Bellingham. Bellingham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Mbappe. And he was quick to react.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Oh, what a ball he's in! Has a go! It's there! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 3. Van
This
Dijk.
is threatening to become a
Number
really
13.
good game. Oh, what has happened here?
Number 19.
And the shot! He scores! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Osimhen really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Dembele. Dembele proves just a little bit too strong. Pedri. Oh, that is asking for trouble. It's Dembele! A real chance and a real let-off. Araujo, and that is as far as it goes. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable.
And if you do have a chance today, please take some time
Your final
out to give
thoughts,
your
Jim?
support to
Well,
our
there was a
Better Stadium
distinct
team.
lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
you